And now, a puppet explains WandaVision.
Hi there. I'm here to explain WandaVision. Now, the Marvel Cinematic Universe, or MCU, can be overwhelming. There is a lot of content to sift through, and not everyone has the same patience for superhero shenanigans and continuity and, well, let's just say I've had some time on my hands, so I'm all caught up. Now, that said, WandaVision is having a bit of a cultural moment right now. And I'm here to help you get the most basic information you need in order to understand WandaVision. Ready? Let's go. Part 1. Origins. The Avengers are a group of superheroes. They were assembled by a guy who has had enough of these monkey-fighting snakes on this Monday to Friday plane.
I have had it with these monkey-fighting snakes on this Monday to Friday plane.
The first 10 years of these films all surrounded some powerful space rocks. These rocks are referred to as Infinity Stones. No, not the Rolling Stones. They're just infinitely old. And cool, I guess. Now, there are 6 of these magic space rocks, or Infinity Stones, spread throughout the universe. However, one of them is used by the Avengers to thwart an evil robot named Ultron. Ultron had tried to use the yellow space rock, or Mind Stone, to create a new body for himself made of indestructible metal. The Avengers stopped him by bringing the indestructible body to life using a good artificial intelligence, like the anti-Facebook. This robot is called Vision. Hi, I'm Vision. I'm a good robot. Woo! When Ultron, the evil robot, is evil roboting, he uses a couple of hench people to achieve his goals. Those hench people are Pietro and Wanda Maximoff, twin siblings from a country called Sokovia. They have superpowers due to somebody else messing with the space rocks, so Ultron enlists them to fight against the Avengers. Pietro has super speed, like this. Whoa! 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 And Wanda has a kind of undefined magic that lets her move stuff with her mind, but her power set is kind of hazy and vague at the outset. Whoa! I am Wanda. My power set is hazy and vague but red. You can go away now. Okay. Bye, Wanda. Bye. Eventually, Wanda and Pietro realize that Ultron is evil and switch over to help the Avengers. Unfortunately, evil robot gonna evil robot, so Ultron kills Pietro. This makes Wanda very, very sad. I'm very sad. Eventually, the Avengers, with help from good robot Vision and very sad Wanda, overcome Ultron. The victory comes at a cost, though, as the country of Sokovia and the geographic surrounding area is pretty well destroyed in the aftermath. Part 2, Jumping to Civil War. Following the Sokovia disaster, the Avengers are doing their whole world-traveling Crime Stoppers bit, and unfortunately, when trying to stop a villain in Lagos, Wanda accidentally explodes a building that she should not have exploded. This kicks off an international attempt to regulate the Avengers and superheroes in general. It's a good plotline, but in terms of WandaVision, all one really needs to know is that Wanda is considered a criminal. And Vision ends up spending a lot of time guarding her and looking after her, and they get close. He even cooks for her. Adorbs! Psst. Hey, you need a break? It's okay. Maybe go outside for a minute. The show is really good. It's worth it. And remember, you're watching this video, so you don't have to watch about 30 hours of movies to catch up. Hang in there. Part 3, Infinity War and Endgame. Now, there's a good chance you've heard of both of these movies, even if you tried to avoid them. Now, Grimace on steroids here, Thanos, wants to wipe out half of the life in the universe. In order to do so, he must collect all 6 Infinity Stones. Magic space rocks. Now, one of those space rocks is embedded in Vision's head. It is ingrained in him. It is a part of who he is. Once the Avengers know the Purple People Killer is coming, they try to keep Vision away from him. But the last defense would be to destroy the stone themselves before that ugly grape can get his hands on it. Unfortunately, the only Avenger with the power to destroy the magic space rock is Wanda. Because her powers came from a magic space rock, that means she can destroy magic space rocks. Don't think too hard about it. What makes this extra, super, duper, double sad is that, and stay with me here, Wanda and Vision are in love. So, Thanos is a-comin'. He only needs one more space rock to complete the set and wipe out half of the life in the universe. And the only way that Thanos can be prevented from getting his way, Wanda has to destroy Vision. Real sad. It's a powerful moment. She doesn't want to do it, but she powers through and disintegrates Vision with her vague red magic powers. Again, don't think too hard. Unfortunately, Thanos has collected all the other magic space rocks, including one that can change time. So he bends time to his will. He just rewinds the clock back a few seconds to before Vision is destroyed. He then picks him up and tears the magic space rock out of his head, killing him dead instantly in front of Wanda. As one might imagine, killing your lover to save the world is traumatizing. Watching him get killed again seconds later is also not so good for the psyche. Thanos snaps his fingers and poof, half the life in the universe is turned to dust, literally. Unfortunately for Wanda, she's part of the dusted half and she is vaporized. Where'd she go? Oh, right, dust. Which brings us to Endgame. 5 years later, the surviving Avengers figure out how to bring everyone who disappeared back. Wow! Now that gap in time of 5 years is referred to as the blip. I know, very technical terms here in the MCU. Now when they bring everyone back, there's a big fight against Thanos. Again. But this time, the Avengers win! Yay! So, to recap, each of our main characters are Vision. Isn't me Vision? He's a good robot. He was brought into existence by a magic space rock in his head. He falls in love with Wanda, has the magic space rock removed, and is now very, very dead. And then we have Wanda.
Hi, it's me, Wanda. I'm very sad.
Her parents died. She was turned into a super being. Her brother died. Killed a bunch of people by accident. Became a criminal. Fell in love with a robot. Killed her lover robot. Watched the lover robot die again in front of her. Was turned to dust. And then brought back to life after losing 5 years. And that's where WandaVision picks up. Which brings us to the lightning round of side characters. We have Darcy, who was in the Thor movies, and that's about it for that character. We have Agent Jimmy Woo of the FBI, who was in Ant-Man 2. Woohoo! We have Monica Rambeau, who was a child in the first Captain Marvel, and her mom was in it, and there might be something important there, but we're not sure. Pietro! Well, here's where things get complicated. When Pietro was introduced in The Avengers vs. the Evil Robot, Age of Ultron, Pietro was played by Aaron Taylor Johnson. At the same time, another company made another series of comic book movies, the X-Men, that featured the same character. So, there was another Pietro. That other Pietro was played by Evan Peters. Now, Marvel has cast Evan Peters from the X-Men Pietro universe as Pietro 2 in the MCU. What this means is, it's subject to interpretation, but will likely be sorted out by the time the series ends in a few weeks. And that's it. With this info, you're basically caught up on the MCU, as directly related to WandaVision. There are, of course, major events and characters that could turn up in the remaining episodes, but this at least lets you get to the point that you can jump in for the final few weeks of the series. Enjoy binging, friends! Excelsior!